Hello, all my froggy people. How's everyone doing? Is everyone happy? Has everyone had a wonderful work week? How's your work weekend been? Work week. How's your weekend been? Is the weather as you like it? And if it's not, well, then that's too bad because you can't control it. The best thing you could do is just not think about it and get accomplished what you need to get accomplished. I did that yesterday. I wrote in my diary, my calendar thing. I wrote that today was going to be chore day. Today I needed to do some work. And I've done most of it, but I really want to get in here and kind of clean things out. I wanted that to be the rest of my afternoon. Maybe I'll do it after I'm done. I don't know, but I thought I needed to come to you. Anyway, you've reached Cassie's Corner. I'm Cassie. Please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and to leave me a comment as to let you know that I fit in their algorithm. They will recommend my videos a little bit more, and that would be really, really appreciated. I mean, just great big heart-filled thank you if I could get to more people, to reach more people. So that would work for me very much. I'm not trying to be monetized. If I get there, that's awesome. But I'm just wanting to tell people, to show people that they do not have to be depressed. And I do that by the way of the Daily Stoic for now. I could end up with another book, or I could end up with something different later on. But right now, for this year, I wanted to come out of the Daily Stoic. And this is where it started around 500 BC. It was the theory going around the ancient Romans and Greeks, their emperors. And they thought, well, I'm going to have to do wars. I'm going to have to do wars about property, taxes, sometimes women, sometimes just crazy things. Sometimes just a war is going to come up. And I know I'm going to have opponents, but I don't want to make them enemies. I don't want to make it a situation where I'm not going to be at peace with myself and that person is not going to be at peace with themselves. So we'll just fight the battle and not worry about being like the wrestlers and going out and cursing their character or anything like that. They dealt with what they had to with their brain, what they could, control, so that they did not reach a depressive state of mind. I'm sure they got sad for several reasons. I'm sure that they contemplated certain things, but they would not let it overcome them. You cannot let your thoughts overcome you. You are very much in control of everything that you think. And this has helped so much with my depression. You're talking to a person that cried every day, screamed, yelled, laid in bed, didn't care about what they think. I know you're thinking, well, you kind of don't look right now. Well, you know what? I've been cleaning up the house. I'm not worried about the way I look. I just want to be able to show you my face that I am a joyful human being. And this comes from a 15 to 20 year long battle with a very, very strong depressive attitude, behavior, brain, whatever. Okay? I cried, screamed, yelled, whatever. And go on and on about it. Okay. So today's lesson is very important to me, and I think it is very important that you hear it. Please hear me out. It will make sense in just a minute. And I think all of us need to hear it, especially, it's very humbling to me to hear this now because I wasted so many years being sad, being ungrateful, and you'll figure out what I'm talking about. Okay, the present is all we possess. The present is all we possess. Am I talking about bucks? Or am I talking about the present? Let's see. We usually live 3,000 years or even a countless multiple of that. Keep in mind that no one ever loses a life other than the one they are living. And no one ever lives a life other than the one they're losing. The longest and the shortest life then amount to the same. For the present moment lasts for the same for all and is all anyone possesses. No one can lose either the past or present. For how can someone be deprived of what's not theirs? Okay, Marcus Aurelius said that in his meditations. I know a lot of people come at you and they're like, my past, my future, yes, we get it. It's the present or the past that involves you. I understand that. But you don't own them. They're part of you, but you don't own them. You don't own that. You own only You can only control what is happening right now. You can't control your past behaviors. You can't control things that happened to you in the past. You can't, unless you just are very, very good at preparing for the future, you really can't control the future either. So today, notice how often you look for more. That is wanting the past to be more than what it is, better, different, still here, etc. Or wanting the future to unfold exactly as you expect, with hardly a thought as to how that might affect other people. When you do this, you are neglecting the present moment. Talk about ungrateful. 15 to 20 years. Ungrateful. Very ungrateful. I was too busy in the past. Okay. There's a saying attributed to Bill Keane, the cartoonist, and I'm talking about a newspaper cartoonist. You'll know who I'm talking about. Worth remembering. Yesterday's the past, tomorrow's the future, but today is a gift. That is why we call it the present. The present is in your possession, but it has an expiration date, and a quickly approaching one. Like it's only 24 hours long, the present. If you enjoy all of it, it will be enough. It can last a whole lifetime. So I do agree with this. I think it's very important that you hear that, because a lot of times in my depression, I've tried to make up for and try to fix the past with my brain, or I try to atone for it. And it caused me to be extremely, extremely sad and ungrateful for the present that I had. I didn't get to choose what I remembered of my children growing up. I didn't get to choose what kind of things I wanted to be grateful for, because I was too busy in the past. I was too busy thinking about the abuse, or thinking about how everybody treated me in a way that was not good. I mean, these things did not help me. Say you miss someone and it makes you sad, and you want to sit around and you think about it all the time, and you drag your feet doing things, you're not motivated. What good is living that life? It's not going to bring them back. It's not going to bring that person close to you. It's not going to put that person in your face. What you're going to have to do is keep living your life and be thankful for the things that you have. Okay, if you're too busy worried about future endeavors, whether I'm sure you save money. I'm sure that's what you do. Or you make complete steps, make choices to help you step in that right direction. However, if we're too busy thinking about the future, what are you doing right now? You know, are you enjoying your time as a working person? Or are you enjoying your time as a single person? Because in the future, when you get married, and I know you're getting prepared for that, are you going to be able to enjoy being married? Because you're too busy thinking about being married. You don't even know who you're marrying at this point. Think about that. Are you depressed because you're not married? I mean, oh my gosh, you have no idea what you're missing. Just because you're not married, or just because you're not with somebody, does not mean nobody loves you. Somebody loves you. You have to love yourself, though. And you have to work with what future you have, or what present you have. You have to enjoy each moment, whether it be an aunt, a godmother, an uncle, or anything of that nature. You really can't take that situation and just be... I know people that were never married, and they live their life just fine. My grandmother, I always say my grandmother. My grandmother, the whole time she was raising us, she was never with a guy. I only remember her with one guy, ever. Ever. And that was when I was 4 years old. I don't remember her with anybody else. I was 4 years old. And she died in 2014. So, you know, from 1970, when I was born, to, I'd say 1975, because I do remember a boyfriend that she had. She didn't have to have a man, and she wasn't sad about it. She was very intent on raising 3 kids by herself. She didn't want a man telling her what to do. She didn't want to have to live for a man. That was just not her way. She had no intention of living with man. When my Aunt Betty's husband, I'm sure she missed him. I didn't know her like that, but I'm sure she missed him a lot. I'm sure she had a lot of regrets for not having him in the house. But she kept going. She kept working. She didn't have to need him either. She made things work. It's just how people are. Yeah, but don't focus on the past and don't focus too much in the future. Try to keep the present alive. Try to enjoy everything. Try to enjoy dogs that think you're theirs and you're really not. They come in on here and lay down all the time. Crazy, crazy dogs. Try to enjoy your children and your grandchildren. Try to be focused on them. Try to let them know that they have to live for the present moment and not regret things. Try to let them understand that they can control how they think, and how they can control their. I mean, they have to control everything. They can control their brains. They can control their feelings. They can control how they deal with bullies. Everything. How would they deal with a bully peacefully? To give themselves mostly and the bully some dignity. Just don't listen to them. There's so much I wish I had done knowing this. I mean, this is essentially how I behaved as a child. But I wish I had dug deeper into it. I wish I had known more about this because there were people that I probably just could stop cold, in their shoes, just left me alone and would not have made things a bad situation. Things don't deserve a response. They don't. Not everything deserves a fight. Not everything deserves a response. Not everything is a battle. Not everything should emotionally charge you. Not everything. It shouldn't be that way. It does. Yeah, it's 3:00. I know it's 3:00. So I did record this once before for 30 minutes, and then it decided my computer. My computer. It doesn't have space. It doesn't have enough space to make videos and make 2 or 3 videos stay on my computer at a time. It won't do that. Anyway, let someone know that they don't have to be depressed, that they don't have to have a battle for everything. Everything does not deserve a response. Sometimes the best response is no response. Not even a glance. Like if somebody says something sly to me right now, I probably just, just kind of not even deal with it. Don't even want to deal with you right now. I hope everybody had a wonderful work week, and I hope you had a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Get geared up for this. Today, I usually take Sunday and I prepare for the full week. And that is writing out my calendar, writing out my diary, things like that, getting things prepared for the new week. And I know what I need to do each day. So if you're that kind of person, today would be the day to do it. And I hope your work week comes along and it's wonderful. I hope you find somebody that you can appreciate and give them a true and loving, heart-filled compliment. Otherwise, they know, like I know. I'm a very empathetic person, but I know when somebody's trying to blow. I know what kind of person you are within the first few seconds of speaking with you. And that's just because of all the stuff that is, but it's just knowledge. It's just been drilled in me so long by watching certain people, being around certain people. Sometimes I can be fooled, sometimes I can't. But I usually know who I'm speaking to within the first few minutes of speaking with you. I know what kind of situation I'm in. But yeah, try to make a heartfelt compliment, whether it's somebody's hair, somebody's shoes, somebody's clothes, their car, anything of that nature. I love old cars. I wish I could just put out a sign every time I say, "Hey, cool car," every time. I love old cars. I do. But I was a mechanic once, so there's that. Also, make sure you write in your daily journals. Let the morning be the 5 to 3 things you want to accomplish, whether they be your mind or whether they be really errands, whether they be real errands that you have to do. But try to focus on what you want your mind to think for that day, how you want your mind to behave for that day. Even write out, try not to let things bother me. Whereas you're used to everything bothering you. I know I was. Everything bothered me. Everything. All you had to do was move your hand wrong, and I was biting your head off. Really, I was. I'm not even joking. Say your affirmations is very important. Start with something simple and true, like I am a daughter, I am a blah, 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 whatever. But you can eventually work your way into really giving yourself compliments. And from my first compliment to right at this very moment was about 6 years. Don't let it get that far. Don't let your first compliment be like, let your healing be so much shorter than mine. My brain was stubborn. It was like it wanted to just go back in time. And I had to work with that. I'm still working with it. And I'll probably be working with it forever. But I'll be okay. Because I know I can do this. I got this. And you can do this too. You really can. You are worthy. You are absolutely a beautiful person. You are worthy. You are amazing. You are meant to be here because you are here. There is a reason you're here because you are here. Don't let anybody tell you different. Self-love is the most important love of all. Whitney Houston, love her. But you have to love yourself before anybody else is allowed to love you. Make sure you write in your gratitude journal, your grateful journal. You'll find small things that you're grateful for. Like I'm digital. I am grateful for clocks on computers and cell phones because they change automatically. I don't have to sit there and every time the power goes out or something, I don't have to deal with them. I'm so grateful. I just have to look up and I'm like, there's a clock right there. And I remember how painful it was way back in the day where you had to make up the own time and you'd have to go, 24 hours into the clock to make it the next day. Oh my God, it was so wrong, so bad. And digital clocks were just as bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. We just know what we got to do. We got to keep moving on. We got to not focus so much on the past or the future. We got to learn to appreciate the things that are right in front of us, like this dart right here. I bought Freckles a dart gun, and for some reason, I'm finding all his darts, Nerf stuff, everywhere. On my desk, on my dresser, everywhere. Just thought I'd bring that up. Hey, next week, I think he's coming. The week of the 21st. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Of course, I won't be here as much for you. That probably is a good thing. We'll see. So I'm excited for next weekend. I'm excited for this week for you guys to I'd like to know kind of how your weekend's going. Let me know where you're from. Let me know if any of this makes any kind of sense. Let me know if this is helping you at all. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be at peace with your life. Do not live in the past. Do not live in the future. Appreciate the moment. Appreciate what is in front of you. Dogs. Many dogs. More cleaning. Hopefully I'll get that done today. We'll see. And I hope everybody has a beautiful day. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.